At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. And that old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe it. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion. Because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
This is our son, Sebastian. In 2021, he took half a pill he didn't know was counterfeit.
That tiny pill contained enough fentanyl to kill him almost instantly. Kids buy them on social media and share them with their friends, not realizing how dangerous they are.
Please talk to your kids about not taking anything that's not directly prescribed to them.
Our child will never get to grow up, but we want yours to be able to.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Good morning and welcome to County Soccer Complex in Des Moines, Iowa, the home of the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. Alongside Justin Dvorster, I'm Thomas Campbell, and in just a moment we will have the matchup between the third-seeded Bishop Heelan Crusaders and the sixth-seeded Treynor Cardinals right here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Justin, what can we expect to see today out of both of these teams? Bishop Heelan has been very dominant coming into this tournament. Treynor in only their second appearance ever here. What do you expect to see?
Well, Bishop Heelan Crusaders, this is their 15th appearance here at the state tournament. Lots of experience. Sean Mansfield has been here 15 times out of his 17-year career. He knows all about it. He's very, very familiar with the environment, the atmosphere, and what the state is all about. Credit to Treynor. This is their second appearance. The last one was in 2021. And Courtney Murphy is in her first year as head coach. Credit to her. Congrats to Treynor. They've come in here. They've competed. They beat Underwood 1-0 in the final game to make it here. Underwood, they've been here. They've done it before. Very good side. So credit to Treynor. This is going to be an exciting matchup. Looking forward to it. I think it's going to be end-to-end. There's going to be a few goals in this match.
Yeah, Bishop Heelan was dominant in the regional tournament. They defeated Sergeant Bluff Luton 4-0 in the first game, East Sac County 7-0 in the second game, and then dominated Unity Christian 8-0 to reach the state tournament. Comparatively, Treynor almost just squeezed in, but they did play well. They defeated Logan Magnolia 6-0 in the first game, Harlan Community 2-0 in the second game, and just squeezed out that win against Underwood 1-0 to reach the state tournament. But both of these teams are very good and should put up a great fight here today.
Yeah, you got to watch out for Traylon White and Jada Douch up front, number 9 and 23, as well as Maddie Lefeur. When you look at the goals that have been accumulated throughout the tourney and coming into it. You're looking at 35 goals here for Treynor White. She's a Drake recruit, player to watch out for, and as well with Brooklyn Stanley on 15 goals. And then obviously the Jada Dowds, the other forward, she's on 18 goals right now. So a couple of players to watch out for.
When we come back, we'll dive deeper in what these two teams need to do to win today's game. Plus, we'll have your starting lineups as we get set for kickoff. You're watching the 2024 Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
This morning's matchup features the Treynor Cardinals and the Crusaders from Sioux City, Bishop Heelan. It's now time to introduce the players in today's quarterfinal matchup. First, let's meet the non-starters for Treynor. Number 2, Morgan Brown. Number 3, Gabrielle Pote. Number 7, Ella Avis. Number 14, Livia Schroeder. Number 15, Lila Eitman. Number 18, Addison Saar. Number 19, Delaney Miller. Number 20, Andon White. Number 21, Savannah Goss. Number 22, Sydney Burmeister. Number 24, Kenner Eblin. And number 25, Lily Casson.
I will try and mark it quickly so you can see.
Now the non-starters for the Crusaders from Bishop Heelan. Number 1, Mia White. Number 2, Juliet Bainbridge. Number 3, Andrea De Los Santos. Number 8, Natalie Nelson. Number 16, Ellie Delaney. Number 19, Ireland Jackson. Number 20, Caitlin Porth. Number 22, Claire Jacobs. Number 24, Ireland Photo. Number 25, Bailey Race. And 00, JC Aldrich. Now let's meet the starters from Treynor. Number 0, Zoe Sedalis. Number 4, Callie Bach. Number 5, Claire Schragi. Number 6, Josie Lewis. Number 8, Gabrielle Blanchard. Number 10, Adeline Minahan. Number 11, Ava Kennedy. Number 12, Allie Hauser. Number 13, Lainey Zinnius. Number 16, Ellie Kinsella. And number 17, Lily Yoakum. The head coach for Treynor is Courtney Murphy, and she's assisted by Mike Zadalis and Tim Bach. Now let's meet the starters for Sioux City Bishop Heelan. Number 0, Abby Lee. Number 6, Maddie LaFleur. Number 7, Jaden De Leon. Number 9, Treynor White. Number 10, Kylie Gengler. Number 11, Claudia Ibarriaga. Number 12, Reese Bleeker. Number 14, Emily Vargas. Number 15, Brooklyn Stanley. Number 17, Emma Caro. And number 23, Jada Hooch. The head coach for Sioux City Bishop Heelan is Sean Mansfield. He's assisted by Kayla Lamphere, Mary Kate Blenner, and Mike Skaggs. Your officials for tonight's match: the referee is Millie Phillips. Referees are Joe Masick and Sean McVeigh. And the fourth official is Sanad Herzog. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to both teams for qualifying for this year's tournament. Let's play some championship soccer.
Welcome back to the 2024 Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, presented by Mid-American Energy. We just heard the starters for both team lineups, but we're going to go right over them again. Starting first for the Treynor Cardinals, in the net will be number 0, Zoe Sedalis, then number 4, Carly Bach, number 5, Claire Schragi, number 6, Josie Lewis, number 8, Gabrielle Blanchard, number 10, Adeline Minahan, number 11, Ava Kennedy, number 12, Allie Hauser, number 6, Lainey Wasinius, number 16, Ellie Kinsella, and number 17, Lily Yoakum. Now for the Bishop Heelan Crusaders, number 0, Abby Lee starting in the net, number 6, Maddie LaFleur, number 7, Jaden De Leon, number 9, Treynor White, number 10, Kylie Gengler, number 11, Claudia Lavriera, number 12, Reese Bleeker, Number 14, Emily Vargas. Number 15, Brooklyn Staley. Number 17, Emma Caro. Number 23, Jaden Douch. You're watching the 2024 Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. As sole title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, Iowa Farm Bureau believes in the Iowa girl and cultivating individuals with great character, strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. By investing in Iowa's youth, we're investing in Iowa's future. So, Justin, we've heard the starting lineups. We know some of the players to watch. How do you expect to see this game get played? Do you think it'll be a fast game? Do you think they'll try to slow the tempo more, control the game? What do you expect today?
Well, firstly, just walking the field, the length of the grass is pretty high. So the weight of the pass, you're going to have to overhit the pass. It's going to honestly slow the game down. It's going to be different to turf and just with the length of the grass as well. I expect to see a little more direct play with the ball being played in behind, especially from Bishop Heelan. They'll play in a 4-4-2, and they'll look to try and get Jada Douch and Treynor White just in behind the back three of the Cardinals, who are playing with Lily Yoakum, Josie Lewis, and Ava Kennedy at the back in a 3-5-2, which looks like a 3-2-3-2 system. But if you can move the ball quickly on this turf just by overhitting it, it will help. But it's going to take some time to get used to because both schools here haven't played here before. They haven't had the opportunity to train prior to this event.
We are underway as Schrage kicks it off. We'll get it right back and give it over to Nelson. Now over on the ball is Adelaine Minahan driving down the right side. That'll be just tapped out of bounds by Jane Leone. First throw-in coming for the Cardinals today.
First test for De Leon.
Schrage unable to control that one. Now bounced up into the middle. Unable to get a head on it is Allie Hauser, and that will just be cleared away for another Treynor throw-in. This to be taken by Callie Bach. Or no, the decision changed to a Bishop Heelan throw-in.
Bishop Heelan in the dark jerseys, the navy blue going from right to left as you can see, and then Treynor Cardinals, and they're all white from left to right.
First touches there for Treylon White as she attempts to send a deep pass down the line for Maddie LaFleur, just out of bounds for another Treylon throw-in.
So what you'll find with Treylon White, she'll drop deep like a false nine coming in to pick up the ball. She's got a bit of pace about her, as you can see on the far side.
There goes White down the sideline.
And there was Josie Lewis coming across to clear out for a throw-in. Did get a deflection, slight deflection there of Treylon White. Goes out for a throw-in. Far touchline.
First time Bishop Heelan has really gotten deep into Treynor territory. So that's taken right back by Reese Bleeker. White now has it at the corner of the box. Here comes the cross from White, just dealt with by Zoe Sedalis.
The back four of Bishop Heelan, Emma Caro from left to right, wearing 17. Kylie Gangler, number 10. Claudia Lavariaga at right centre back, and Jaden De Leon at right centre back, at right back.
Igor collects, Zidalis collects once again and just punts that one away. Emily Vargas fighting with Gabrielle Blanchard for that ball, actually controlled by Schrage for Treynor.
This could actually be a change run because De Leon now is playing at left back. Originally was down for right back, and this could be a match up with Adeline Minahan, who's got a bit of pace on her.
Lily Yoakum will just send that out of bounds as Treylon White gave chase to that. We'll go out for another Bishop Heelan throw-in. Heelan been on much of the front foot since that early attack from Treynor, but so far neither team really getting any clear attempt on the net yet.
I think both teams are trying to get a feel of each other at this point. We start off a little bit nervous. The game will open up. It's a little bit cooler this morning. Obviously, the thunderstorms escaped us, which is great to hear, so we all kicked off on time.
Natalie Fleur looking for the ball in, just taken away by Josie Lewis. Lewis will send a deep ball down the line for Minahan. Running onto that, just cleared away by Laviera for Heelan.
And that was a fantastic pass by Josie Lewis. Looking for Minahan. Again, the attack down the right-hand side, which is the second time they've come down our side here.
Vargas with the ball will send it up, just clear it away. So that will now be controlled by Yoakum for Treynor.
Lots of time and space for Yoakum on the far side. And the Treynor Cardinals in the back three with Yoakum on the far side, Lewis center back, and then Ava Kennedy at the right center back in a back three.
Just pinballing around the sideline there. Now controlled by Treynor. And just a mishit out of bounds there from Lily Yoakum, and Heelan now with a chance to capitalize as they get forward. White controlling on the line and just takes it out of bounds, but touched out by Yoakum once again.
That combination of Treylon White and Jada Douch, something to watch out for here in this 1A quarterfinal matchup.
Douch gets the ball in the middle, but just sent away by Josie Lewis once again. And playing a factor. Bleeker now controls. Tapped out by Minahan. And sent right back in by Stanley and cleared away.
Stanley with a dangerous cross there. Cleared away on the far post there by Josie Lewis as Douch was lurking on the far post.
Sinius takes that throw in for Treynor. Now controls and will just reset it back to Kennedy. Heelan throw now.
Lavarega, great defending there, just getting a body across Claire Shiraj.
Just touched out by Heelan now for a Treynor throw-in. The Minahan to take. Sends it up to Shragi. Shragi just losing her footing there, giving the ball away, and here comes Douch with it. White now escaping through the defense. Great defense there from Lewis to take that away. White commits a foul on the end of that play.
Good defending there by Josie Lewis, just getting a body in front of Treylon White, just protecting the ball. I do remember Treylon White from last year with Bishop Heelan coming into the state championship, and definitely a difficult player to deal with.
Treylon White, the Drake recruit, with 35 goals in the season, one to watch through this continued state tournament. That kick taken by Lewis, just sent away.
As you can see there, just the grass is slightly long, holding up play. We'll slow it down a bit.
Now Bleeker taking it down. Send the ball deep into the corner for White. Unable to get to it. So that'll go out for a Treynor goal kick. First subs of the day, presented by IMT Insurance, will be number 20, Caitlin Porath, coming on, and number 2, Juliet Bainbridge, coming on for Treynor. I apologize.
Morgan Brown.
Number 2, Morgan Brown, coming on, and number 20, Andon White, coming on for Treynor. Bleeker sends that one back up to White. White gets the ball right back to her. Now White from the corner fires a shot just wide. It was a very good attempt there from White to cut into the center of the box and try to get something on frame, but just unable to.
Something you're going to have to watch out for. Treylon White likes to cut in onto her right foot. Didn't quite connect that. Hit it straight on. Didn't quite get the bend that she wanted on that. But you can see with the power that she got round it, as she strikes again, just going over the bar and wide. Didn't quite get a hold of it.
White so dangerous down in that front area, just moving around a lot. Another substitution for Treynor. This will be number 25, Lily Kassan, replacing number 13, Lainey Wasenius. That substitution presented by IMT Insurance. Ball cleared away by Bach. Controlled with Bach again. Sent up to Blanchard. Ball immediately taken back by Heelan.
Flick on there by Douch. Didn't quite work out as
Brown sends it up to Schrage. A very good look. Brown will just send it down, and that will be controlled by Lee in her own box. 10 minutes gone from this last quarterfinal of 1A girls soccer today. Just touched out of bounds by Brown there. Goes out for a Heelan throw-in to be taken by De Leon. Ball now touched outside to White, who is free down the line. Then the cross taken away by Lewis, who has time. Looking for Schrage there, unable to reach her. Now be controlled by Stanley in the middle for Heelan. The shot there from Emily Vargas, unable to get a proper foot on it, and that will just be taken up by Zadalis. Heelan has been first to most 50-50 balls all day, but Treynor controls this one. That ball just sent deep, intended for Allie Hauser.
Brooklyn Stanley just sitting in the midfield, picking up the pieces as they are cleared away and looking to distribute, just sitting in front of a back four.
Be a throw-in now for Heelan once again, taken by Emma Caro. Vargas sends it over for White. White just takes it away, will fire, shot from the middle. Just collected on the ground once again by Zadalis.
Zadalis playing short. Looking for Kelly back. But possession given away, and it's, as you can see here, Thomas, it's Bishop Heelan just piling on the pressure, but really getting a couple of shots on, nothing really happening. It's been quite easy for Zoe Zadalis in goal.
Zadalis collects that long ball intended for White. Just fire off another punt.
Bishop Heelan could actually push a couple more players forward, especially the left and right back, as they push the Cardinals further back into their own half, making it difficult for them to break. They might have to change the style of play, maybe go a little more direct with the two up front.
Good footwork there from LaFleur to get around the defender and tried to give it over to Doach, but unable to. Dash now, that ball taken away by Schrage. Treynor with the chance to get on the counterattack.
They need to get the back line up as well. They're still too deep to connect the lines to the back three, with Josie Lewis leading. The captain should try and get the back line up. Zoe Zadalis as well should play a little bit higher, just squeezing the lines. But I think they're a little bit worried about the pace of Traylon White and Jada Dausch at this point.
That foul committed by number 4, Callie Bach of Treynor.
Which the right back will step up and take. Lavariega. Actually a free kick. So there was an infringement there.
To be either offsides or both players went up. It was a heavy one. There's Lavariega with the kick. Touched away. Sent all the way back down the field for De Leon. Some much better movement there from Heelan they had been showing, as it's now Bleeker with the ball, giving it back to Stanley.
Stanley showing a nice piece of skill there, just chipping the ball down the line for a teammate, Bleeker.
That ball in for Bleeker and just touched away by Kassan. Be De Leon to take that. Goes out of bounds for a corner kick for Bishop. Sorry, throw-in. And that just sent out of bounds by Treynor for another Bishop Heelan throw-in. Again to be taken by De Leon. Ball sent in for White. Just be touched out of bounds by Ava Kennedy. White cutting in midfield once again. That shot from Vargas. Zadalis appeared, just went for it. Maybe just didn't get a touch on it there, and that will go out for another Treynor goal kick. Some subs here now for Treynor. The number 13, Lanny Wisinius, and number 10, Adolin Minahan coming back on. Substitutions in today's match are brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. De Leon sends that in. No one there, and that'll just be cleared away by Lewis.
Lack of communication there between the goalkeeper and Lewis.
That'll be Vargas in the middle, sending that back to... There he is.
Space between the lines there for Vargas to pick up the ball and turn. They need a little more pressure on her, just not to allow her to turn in those areas.
A little miscommunication there between White and LaFleur. Unsure who that ball from Bleecker was for, but White now controls in the corner. Will send in the cross. Will just be tapped out of bounds for a Bishop Heelan corner kick. Corner kicks are brought to you by Channel. The Enhanced Channel seed brand is here to help farmers like you up your game and rise to the challenge. Learn more at channel.com/rise. That corner taking a great ball in. Just touched around and headed off the line by Ava Kennedy. Great defensive play there for the Cardinals.
Ava Kennedy holding her position on the goal line as instructed by the coaching staff, just clearing the lines. Could have been the first goal as the ball's picked up here in the midfield. Cardinals just need to get some kind of rhythm, which it looks like they've got here with Minahan.
Minahan sends it in for Brown down the sideline. Brown looking for the cross in. Unable to find anyone as Vargas clears that out.
As the sun comes out now, it's going to start pelting down on us.
Beautiful day out here at County Soccer Complex now. Substitution now for Bishop Heelan.
Looks like Douch has gone off.
Will be Mia White replacing her. Substitutions presented by IMT Insurance. That foul there, committed by Treynor. It was number 8, Gabrielle Blanchard. Free kick here for Heelan.
Mia White, a familiar name, sophomore. She's had 1 assist so far in the season, 15 shots coming into the game as Dausch takes a break. It's something that we have to watch out for here with Treynor.
Lewis just sends that out for another Heelan throw-in.
Cardinals, the direct ball played into Treynor White. There's maybe should actually try and get one of the midfielders just to screen the ball into her.
De Leon just gives it back to White. Sideline. White is free. Plays that ball right in to Mia White. Lewis quickly takes it away with some fancy footwork, getting up the field for Treynor.
But there comes Brooklyn Stanley in the midfield, but given away.
Callie Bach now for the Cardinals. Back to Lewis, and here comes Bleecker.
This could be dangerous.
Get it up to Treylon White. Uses her body to just shield. Now free in the middle. Great defensive play there for Allie Hauser to get back. Sorry, not Allie
Lily
Hauser.
Yoakum. Lily Yoakum did well there just to come across and cover.
Fly
Because
across. That could have been a very dangerous opportunity for Treylon White.
Treylon White wanted to get a cross onto her right foot, but didn't quite have the angle because the defending was good.
That ball in for Stanley now. And Stanley just touches it out of bounds, trying to go for goal. Unable to get there. Another goal kick for Treynor. It's been Bishop Heelan on the front foot for most of this game so far.
But credit to Josie Lewis there, showing Stanley outside onto her left foot, just making the angle just slightly acute for her and couldn't quite get the shot off.
Bleeker there to take it away from Minahan.
The pressure from Bishop Heelan has been outstanding so far, just pinning the Cardinals into their own half.
White with a shot from deep. Just touched away by Lewis, but Zadalis just able to get back in time for that. Could have been an own goal there for the Cardinals.
Critical deflection, though, just alleviated some of the power on the strike.
Vargas controls will just send it back to Lafriera. Bach will send it all the way up to the field for Schragi. That ball through just to be claimed by Abby Lee. Hasn't had much to do in this half so far. She will send a punt away.
Treynor just need to get a hold of the ball. String a few passes together. There's enough space out there. They've got the quality in the team. As shown there was with the centre back breaking forward, Zoe Lewis.
Bach just takes that one away, sends it deep for Schragi. Schragi down in the left corner. Here comes the cross in, intended for Brown. Here comes Wasinius, blocked away. Just pinballing around the field.
Good little challenge on the far side there. We have some more changes coming into the game.
More subs coming on for Treynor. Be number 12, Abby Hauser returning, and number 25, Lily Casson returning to the lineup.
So 2 starters returning into the lineup here.
Substitutions presented by IMT Insurances. Here comes Bleeker, unable to keep her footing as Casson takes it away.
Now the length of the grass here just makes it really, really difficult for the players. It's going to take some time to get used to. The ball's going to hold up.
Treylon White attempted to give that to Mia White, but just a foul there as Lewis now to take. Treynor's gone deep a lot today, trying to find those balls over top. To do in the wind as White will give that over to Blanchard.
See, Lily Casson has come into the midfield in the double 6.
Bach now pushing forward.
I'd just like to see the back line with Josie Lewis leading, just to squeeze up a bit. But again, I think it's trying to contain Treylon White, who's been a handful so far. Got a couple of shots off, hasn't quite hit the target. They've gone a bit wayward. Deflections. We've had the clearance off the line there. Ava Kennedy on the line for the Cardinals.
Goes out for another Treynor throw-in. Mia White takes this one away. Just getting forward, and here comes Treylon White trying to run onto that, but Lewis there to control. Sent up the field by Yoakum. Here's Cara with the ball, gives it over to Stanley. Back to Lafriera. Or De Leon. And that's taken away by Minahan. Running down the line, but several Heelan defenders just there to take it away as Schragi sends that ball up the field. And that will just stay in at the corner. Lavriera shielding that away. And here comes another substitution for Treynor. The number 20, Andon White, coming back on, replacing number 10, Adeline Minahan. Substitution brought to you by IMT Insurance. Thrown here taken by Schragi. Attempted to get it to Blanchard. There's a foul there committed by Lavriera. A very dangerous position here for Treynor to get on the board. 16 minutes left to play in this first half.
This being a direct free kick, I'd like to see a left footer get on this ball.
Gabrielle Blanchard to take.
Bending the ball in, as you can see, Josie Lewis, the center back, has gone up.
The Bleeker and De Leon in the wall for Heelan. Center official Millie Phillips blows her whistle. Here's Blanchard with the kick.
It's in.
And just over the head. A great strike there from Gabrielle Blanchard. Just over the head of Abby Lee, but a great strike from the corner of the box. Treynor takes the early lead, 1-0 in the first half of this girls' state quarterfinal, brought to you by Iowa Farm Bureau.
Gabriella Blanchard with a fantastic strike there with the right foot, evading the wall, just over the wall, dipping over the goalkeeper into the far post, putting the Cardinals by 1-0 up with what could be their first attack, free kick, set piece on the edge of the penalty area. Now it's about the defending piece here for the Cardinals, because you know Bishop Heelan Crusaders will come at them, who have had most of the possession, most of the chances so far, with 15 minutes left of the match for first half. My apologies.
That foul there on Treylon White. Level up your game at Central College. More than half of Central's students participate in intercollegiate athletics because Central allows you to pursue your passions and be more than a spectator. It's the best decision ever. Apply at central.edu. Ball just going out of bounds for another Treynor throw-in, and several substitutions here to be made by the Cardinals. The number 24, Kenner Eblin, coming back on. Number 13, Lainey Wasinius coming back on.
That puts Blanchard up to 9 goals of the season. Could this be the goal that gets them through? Be interesting to see. They beat Underwood 1-0, who are a very good organization as well, very competitive. So looking at Treynor, they know what it's like to play against teams like Bishop Heelan leading into this event here at State.
That final substitution, Adeline Minahan coming back on for the Cardinals. Substitution presented by IMT Insurance. Ball just being played up. Heelan giving up the goal, have now been very much on the attack since that kickoff. Go just out of bounds. Another substitution for Treynor. It will be number 12, Allie Hauser, replacing Claire Schrage. That substitution presented by IMT Insurance.
Yeah. Allie Hauser back into the game.
Gangler with the throw there for Heelan.
Allie Hauser has 10 goals on the season. Along with Minahan as well. So the goals have been shared. Claire Schrage has 9 or 15 goals, so she's leading so far.
Here's the cross from Treylon White. Bleeker free in the middle. Unable to get a foot on it, and here's Stanley. Just sends it wide of the net there for another Treynor goal kick. Another Treynor substitution here. It will be number 16, Ellie Kinsella, coming on for number 8, Gabrielle Blanchard. That substitution presented once again by IMT Insurance. Stanley getting up. Vargas with a shot from deep will just roll out of bounds for another Cardinal goal kick. More changes now to be made. Claire Schrage coming right back on, along with Morgan Brown for the Cardinals.
Changes are coming in thick and thin here for the Cardinals. keeping us on our toes over here, Thomas.
That substitution is brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Treylon White getting up there. Zadalis just comes out there to claim some contact from White, but no call there, just a physical play from both players.
Yeah, nothing in that. Tremendous save there from Zoe Zadalis. Diving down at Treylon White. I tell you what, Treylon White evaded 2 tackles there. That was definitely an opportunity for her. As Bishop Heelan again looking to get themselves in the game, have had the majority of the match there until the free kick that was scored by Gabriella Blanchard, a direct free kick on the edge of the penalty area. I mean, could it be a game of set pieces for them at this point? I mean, obviously they were well organized with the set piece. It was a great strike over the goalkeeper, who hasn't had much to do, Abby Lee.
Morgan Brown now taking this. Claire Schragi coming to claim against De Leon. Will find its way back to Stanley. Bishop Heelan now getting up the field. Bleeker running with it. Just cleared away by Lewis, who's been there all game to get that ball away from the front of the box.
Nice combination there with Bleeker and Stanley through the midfield.
Lafriera gives it over to Bleeker. Bleeker attempting to play the ball over, just headed away by Bach.
Bishop Heelan just need to be patient. They've got the quality not just to give the ball away, as Deleon just launches the ball forward.
Kinsella with the foul, and now a dangerous place for Bishop Heelan with a free kick, trying to match what Treynor did.
Was the handball intent? It's hard to say. I mean, the handball law just, it baffles me sometimes, because even coaching the game and that, it's hard. Was it intentional? Not sure, but look how deep Treynor.
Laveriega to take that. Just unable to get a head on it was Brooklyn Stanley. That will go out of bounds for another Treynor goal kick.
But very interesting. Treynor Cardinals was so deep. They were on the goalkeeper's toes, not giving Zoe Zadalis any space to come out and attack the ball. So that was quite interesting.
Lewis takes that.
Gabriella Blanchard is back into the game in the midfield.
Kylie Gangler just sends that out of bounds for another Treynor throw-in. That back to Bach. Now up to Gabriella Blanchard, the goal scorer today.
Blanchard a little flat on the delivery there. Didn't quite get the bend to get the ball in behind DeLeon.
Mia White there fighting with Laney Wasenius for the ball. Will go out on Wasenius. That ball in for Treylon White. A great flick over the defense. Lewis tries to send it out. Now it's Mia White with the ball.
Not quite cleared there by Lewis, as she was looking to clear the ball out of halfway through her own half, and the touchline was thrown here for Harlem.
Wasenius will just send that out of bounds.
Sorry.
Bleeker looking for White. Just be tapped out of bounds for another Bishop Heelan corner kick. We'll go out for another Channel Seeds corner kick. It'll be Bleeker to take this. She will send that ball in.
Decent delivery.
Towards Mia White. Able to find it as Lewis sends it up to Blanchard, and Treynor able to clear there. Back out wide for Bleeker. Stanley holding on to it, and another foul there on Treynor. Should be another dangerous area for Bishop Heelan to throw in a free kick. It will be Claudia Laviera to take this once again. Here it comes. That ball angling in, intended for Treylon White, unable to get a foot on it.
Not quite enough power on it from Laviega. Easy clearance there for Kelly Back.
Ellie Gengler sends that ball down the line into Ellie Delaney. Just out of bounds for another Crusader throw-in. Treylon White now down the sideline. On the end line will fire and across, and here's Stanley unable to get a foot on it, but Bleeker in the perfect position. One touches that from the penalty spot to equalize this game at 1. Great goal there, set up by Treylon White to drive down the end line and fire in the pass. Bleeker didn't get a foot on it, but Brooklyn Stanley just in the perfect position to make this a 1-1 ball game.
Work done on the far side and the touchline, and very tight area there with Treylon White spinning a defender, managing to get the cross, and Reese Bleeker missing the first one. Brooklyn Stanley finishing it off.
Maddie LaFleur will come back on for Reese Bleeker. Substitution brought to you by IMT Insurance. LaFleur immediately takes the ball away. Sends it in for Treylon White, touched away by Josie Lewis. Bach. The Treylon White going to the ground there, just tapping it out of bounds. That throw-in just touched out of bounds once again by Heelan for another Cardinal throw-in, and that is sent away by Gangler. Deep ball in there just to be claimed by Zadalis. She will send it out wide to Ava Kennedy. Kennedy with time trying to get it to Claire Schrage, unable to. Just touched out of bounds by Lavriera. The Kennedy to take another Cardinal throw-in. Stoppage in play here. Able to tell what's going on. Looks an issue with the clock.
Yeah, just getting to the original time. They had to add about 15 seconds to it. After the goal was scored there by Brooklyn Stanley. Well taken strike. Striking it first time from the assist of Treylon White.
Handball there from Emma Caro. Didn't look intentional, but just caught her in the arm. This will be Lewis to take. She sends that ball deep in, just to be claimed by Abby Lee.
Lewis showing her frustration after she struck the ball. You got to trust her. You got to make the runs.
5 minutes left to be played here between Bishop Heelan and Treynor. Carly Bach has that stolen away by Mia White, but is able to get it back as Vargas will send that in for Delaney on the line. Delaney just keeping it in. Back to Vargas. Vargas the ball in, headed away by Josie Lewis. Lewis now getting forward for Treynor. An opportunity to counterattack. 5 minutes left to play. Blanchard looking forward for Hauser, unable to find anything as Vargas now controls for the Crusaders. Into Treylon White. White going outside will fire a ball across the box, but no one there to claim.
Again, the runs weren't made.
Gonzalez just collecting that. For a goal kick, and now Josie Lewis to take this once again.
You could see the frustration from the captain, Josie Lewis, as she slammed the ball into the ground prior to taking the goal kick. I tell you what, if there's a player to replace Josie Lewis at the back, I wouldn't mind seeing her in the midfield because she has made some really good forward runs with the ball.
Lewis there clearing it away from Mia White. Ball just played up, controlled by Vargas now in the middle. And White with it, cleared up once again. Hauser will send that up. A handball.
It's a quick free kick on here.
Committed by De Leon. 3 minutes left to play in this first half. A chance for Treynor to regain that lead here.
They need to get more numbers forward. They've only got 3 players there on the edge with the Gabriella Blanchard now, the goal scorer of the first goal, opening goal of the game.
Josie Lewis to take this once again. That ball played in, just controlled once again by Abby Lee. She will send a punt another way. One thing to watch as we get into the second half is this wind is growing stronger, and it will be Treynor with it in that next half.
Well, I tell you what, it's keeping me cool here on the sideline here. Normally it's 80 degrees and steaming hot at this time of the year, so I'm not complaining about this. I don't think the players are complaining either. I know our producer here, Justin Walber, you're not complaining? Everybody's happy today.
Comes a ball down the line, but just taken away and sent out of bounds by Emma Caro. Another Treynor throw-in. Under 2 minutes left to play here. Maybe one attack left for each team.
Treynor will be happy to go into the halftime at 1-1 after soaking up a tremendous amount of pressure here.
That ball in, headed away by Claire Schrage, but just claimed by Abby Lee. Time ticking down as there's a punt. Lewis just able to get on it.
Gets a head up, looks forward, just quite can't connect the ball. And again, I talk about the surface here and the length of the grass.
Maddie LaFleur with it will give that ball up to Treylon White. Treylon White so far been kept in check, but did have a wonderful assist on the Brooklyn Stanley goal as she cuts into the midfield. Ball sent back out to Vargas.
Didn't quite get the touch. And good defending there from Ali Hauser.
Blanchard now controls, and that'll just be cleared up by Bach. So then a minute left to play here. Brooklyn Stanley, the goal scorer, will send it out wide for Delaney. Delaney gives the ball up to Treylon White. Treylon White looking to do something, finds it into Mia White. Mia White unable to get a proper foot on it. A great job there for Ava Kennedy to fly across and just get a foot on that, preventing Mia White from getting a shot off.
Mia White had the chance there to put Bishop Heelan up by 2-1, but tremendous defending there from Ava White, coming across from nowhere to intervene.
3 seconds left. And that will just do it for the first half between Bishop Heelan and Treynor here in the quarterfinal of the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. I'm Thomas Campbell with Justin Vorster, and we will send to a break before halftime. You're watching the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network presented by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Frank, when you think Fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sunkissed Orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn. and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe it. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Welcome back to the 2024 Girls Soccer State Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. I'm Thomas Campbell, joined by Justin Vorster. You're watching the quarterfinal between Bishop Heelan and Treynor on the Girls Union Network presented by Mid-American Energy. It was a 1-1 game in the first half with goals thanks to Gabrielle Blanchard and Brooklyn Stanley. Two pretty good goals, Justin. What did you see on the build-up to both of them?
Well, the free kick, the ball was played forward, and Bishop Heelan didn't quite clear the lines, giving away a free kick on the edge of the area. Gabriella Blanchard takes the free kicks and is very dangerous. She was part of the winning goal against Underwood in the final, the lead up to state. Obviously, it was a deflection and the ball went in. So she is the set piece taker, takes the corners as well. Fantastic free kick. I was surprised it wasn't a left footer, but credit to Blanchard, striking the ball well, dipping over the goalkeeper's head. Now it was going to be a matter of time before Bishop Heelan actually got themselves back in the game, dominating possession, pressing very high in the Cardinals' half, and what a tremendous piece of play from a throw-in on the far side where Treylon White received the ball back to goal, spinning the defender, and what a superb delivery, the cut back into the penalty area, just getting her hips around the ball. And first, the Reese Bleeker was going in for the first, didn't quite connect, but there was Brooklyn Stanley just in behind her with 11 minutes to go till actually 6 minutes to go to half time, and Stanley just struck it first time into the bottom corner, and honestly Zoe Zadalis couldn't do much about it.
Now we'd like to take a moment to once again thank our title sponsor, Iowa Farm Bureau, for their support of the state soccer tournament. Farm Bureau knows that strong, vibrant schools are the cornerstone of our communities. That's why they are the proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and this amazing girls state soccer tournament. They believe that by investing in our youth, we're investing in Iowa's future. Earlier this week, a member of the Iowa Girls Athletic Union had the opportunity to speak with Iowa Farm Bureau President Brent Johnson to learn more about Iowa Farm Bureau's support of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and student athletes across the state.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, President of the Iowa Farm Bureau.
And I'm Erin Gerlich, Executive Director of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We'd like to thank you for joining us for the Girls State Soccer Tournament.
The Iowa Farm Bureau knows that strong, vibrant schools are the cornerstone of our communities. That's why we're proud to be the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and this amazing state tournament. This tournament not only showcases Iowa's elite teams, but the athletes competing here today are among our nation's best and brightest. And Iowa's farmers are among the nation's most productive. Our partnership with the Girls Union gives us the opportunity to recognize both, all while supporting and lifting up the Iowa girl.
With the help of the Iowa Farm Bureau, we celebrate students' efforts not only on the field, but in the classroom as well. The Iowa Farm Bureau is committed to your success and supports our organization and the Iowa Girl. Through millions of dollars they provide in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence.
As Iowans, we have a lot to be proud of. Whether you're a student competing here today or a fan tuning in, we all play an important role in making our state great. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau
and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union,
congratulations to your school on a terrific season, and good luck in the tournament games.
Ladies, the place for you!
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. And that old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe it. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Welcome back to the Girls State Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Athletic Union Network, presented by Mid-American Energy Insurance. Fans, official state tournament merchandise is now available online. Time to get your smartphones out. Just scan the QR code on your screen now or visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. Well, Justin, we're back for the second half. The teams have switched directions, which means Bishop Heelan now playing into the win. Treynor with the ability to play that ball more over the top as they wanted to. What do you expect to see from this second half of play?
What I'd like to see from Treynor Cardinals is more players getting forward when they get the ball forward and also filling in the spaces that are being created. There's too many gaps between the lines. And I think going forward, if they get players in between the lines, picking up the pieces, they can press a little more, they can press higher, they can create more opportunities against Bishop Heelan.
Used to be the same starting lineups turning to the field for both teams as the officials bring the ball out. The center official today is Millie Phillips, who is her last state tournament as she is retiring on Saturday. We wish her luck with retirement, and she's called a really good game today so far.
She's hanging up the whistle, as they would say, with officials. She is involved in the final, and she is looking forward to it. I spoke to her just before the game, and she's been a fantastic mentor to the young officials coming up. And like we've said in the past, Thomas, there's a lack of referees. These kids don't want to do it anymore, and it's unfortunate. Out there and wants to sign up for referee courses. There's lots out there because they are available, and if they're looking to make a few extra dollars, the pay is pretty good. Are you interested?
If I lived it here over the fall, I would be, but fortunately no longer, as we're back underway here in the state tournament as Treylon White taking that and taking a quick shot early just over the bar. We thought she would do in the first half, but just off target there. Struck it very well just over the bar.
Again, likes to receive the ball on the far left-hand side. Again, cutting in onto her right foot, eluding one or two tackles and striking. Just slightly over the crossbar, but as expected, as per the first half, Bishop Heelan starting off at a very fast pace. What the Cardinals need to do is get cover on the first defender going into Treylon White. just so that they don't allow her to get those strikes off, because if she does get one on target, it could put them a goal up.
De Leon taking that throw, and Bishop Heelan was on the attacking foot for most of the first half, but gave up the first goal and then immediately responded with that Brooklyn Stanley goal and regained the momentum. Justin, how do you see them growing into this second half, or do you think they'll really take it to Treynor right from the start?
I think they'll take it to Treynor right from the start. You know, Coach Sean is like that. He wants to try and get a couple of goals under his belt and maybe get a few players into the game. As you can see, he hasn't really made any substitutions. I don't think he made one in the first half.
That ball just misplaced by Gangler. As it was Ali Hauser coming back to get the ball, and then Kinsella was fouled by Maddie Lafleur. Dangerous opportunity.
Maddie Lafleur turning around to Millie Phillips, saying she tripped, but she did clip her heels. Definitely a free kick, as you can see the goal scorer Gabriella Blanchard on the ball.
Dangerous opportunity for Treynor here as that ball's played in, just cleared away by Brooklyn Stanley.
Just that wind behind it, holding the ball up. It is going to have a little bit of effect here because it is
Jada Douch returning to the lineup after being subbed out for Mia White in that first half. Here goes Treylon Wright down the near sideline.
Has Douch to the left-hand side of her. Very good defending there from Kelly back.
Treynor's done a very good job, and now Treylon White getting a talking to, clearly unhappy.
Just better be careful here and not show any dissent, because Millie Phillips will pull out the... She's going to do it.
And it will be the first yellow card of the game issued to Treylon White. And the difference in high school soccer from most leagues you'll play in is that a yellow card means that you have to come out of the game for 10 minutes, and that is 5 minutes. That is a massive blow for Bishop Heelan, taking off their best player in Treylon White. He'll be replaced by Mia White here.
But this is an opportunity for Mia White, Douch, to step up the game and, you know, fill some big shoes there. I think if Treylon White would have just kept her mouth shut, she wouldn't have got the yellow card. Just deal with it. Playing on emotions at this point.
Josie Lewis to take this kick.
Giving the thumbs up to the comments from the crowd. Again, there's just not enough numbers when you look forward. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Josie Lewis is going to have to get some power behind the strikers. Millie Phillips is talking on the far side there to Sean Mansfield about her decision.
Looks like we are just about to resume play here following that yellow card. And it looked like Treylon White was just riding on the side of Kali Bach, which is why the call was made, and then must have said something to warrant the yellow card there. Ball just to Josie Lewis.
Now to drop ball, so I'm a little bit confused with that, because if it was a foul as the strike's coming in, it should have been a free kick.
Ball played around by Adeline Minahan. Yeah, a little confused on the drop ball. Maybe not a foul, but just a stoppage in play.
But the whistle was blown for a foul. That's what I don't understand. But anyway, game goes on, and
ball pinballing around, now controlled by Blanchard. Still send a cross in for Hauser. Abby Lee just out there to collect. Really good opportunity there for Treynor to retake their lead on the cross from Blanchard.
Would this be an opportunity with what's happened and emotions playing up here at this point for Treynor to take advantage of this?
And in the same sense, can Bishop Heelan fight for their teammate who they might think was unjustly given the card and grab one back, as Stanley attempts to send that one up, and it'll just be deflected all the way back to Abby Lee.
Great pressure there from Gabriella Blanchard on Stanley, blocking the shot delivery.
Maddie Lafleur tending to send that up for Douch, who was just not in the area for it. Ball being played around. Mia White gets the ball up to Douch. She's available. Here comes Bleeker, who just touches it wide. Bleeker was being heavily pressured by Zoe Zadalis there and just unable to get a proper foot on it. Substitution now for Treynor. It's number 20 returns to the game. That will be
Addie White.
And in White returning. Substitution presented by IMT Insurance. White gets a touch on the ball immediately after coming in. Stanley gets that down in there to Mia White. Bishop Heelan haven't taken really any of their foot off the gas, even with the Treylon White yellow card.
Maddie Lafleur just getting the ball stuck under her. Did all right there with the combination.
Great ball. Great shot there from Maddie Lafleur. An even better save from Zoe Zadalis to keep this at a 1-1 game. Wind beginning to pick up once again here at County Soccer Fields.
Just not enough numbers in the box there on the cross from Maddie Lafleur. Reese Bleeker was still on the far side of the penalty area.
Cineas gets that into Blanchard, throwing and immediately taken away by Vargas. Douch with the ball, looking for Maddie White, unable to get it to her, and getting stuck in there for a great challenge there was Douch.
Lewis has a bit of an edge about her, the way she plays, just getting her elbow up there. I like those sorts of players that can win you games.
Lewis has the ball stolen from her by Jada Douch, but no trouble there for Zoe Zadalis on the shot.
Jada Douch just looking to strike first time. She has the ability to take another touch. She's got the pace and the strength. I would have committed her there.
Claire Stragi now free. Abby Lee comes up to clear. And you saw there the effect of that win with Zoe Zadalis just able to get that ball so much farther down the field than she was in the first half. Another IMT substitution here for Treynor. It will be Morgan Brown coming back on for Ellie Kinsella. That win just playing such a factor here in that second half. Treynor able to get the ball over the top like they were doing, like they were attempting to do all first half.
Brown coming to the left-hand side of the midfield here for Ellie Kinsella. Seems to be the trend in the changes. It's keeping fresh players coming into the game, and that's going to be a handball.
Just looked unintentional for Wasinius, but that's the unfortunate part of even if you keep the ball with an unintentional handball, it still is a handball with the new laws in the game. Quick free kick for Mia White. Morgan Brown just unable to keep that in. Be Macaro to take this throw in. And in the opposite effect, Heelan, which had some of those long balls being played well with the wind earlier first half, unable to do anything now as Brooklyn Stanley is free on the far sideline, plays a cross in, just touched out. Great opportunity, but still alive. Mia White plays it back in. Brooklyn Stanley off the volley, just unable to do anything with it. Great there for the Crusaders, but several chances go awry. Another IMT substitution for Treynor. Making a lot of substitutions in this game. That will be Lily Castellon returning to the lineup.
Brooklyn Stanley with a great delivery across the penalty area. Wasn't quite held there by Zoe Zadalis. On the far side. Then the cross that came from Mia wasn't quite connected by Stanley on the far post. Did well to connect with it. First time, side footing the ball just wide, but again showing their ability in the final third of the field. Their attacking prowess here is dangerous for Heelan Crusaders. The longer this goes on at 1-1, is that an opportunity for Treynor to get back into the game? And it's all it's going to take is one goal. I've seen this before. The latter stages of the game, the more it's a tied game with the winning goal scored, big game changers. And like I said earlier, Treynor beating Underwood, another very good organization out there, by 1-0. I mean, you look at Bishop Heelan coming into it 4-0, 7-0, 8-0. You look at the competition they've had throughout the game. They lost to St. Albert by 4-3, but you look at some of the goals along the way there. They've scored 10, 7.
Just been dominant. 2 of their 5 losses came, actually 3 of their 5 losses came against teams in a higher class than them, and they played them very close, only losing to Dallas Center Grimes 3-2, and then Southeast Polk 3-2. Was defeated by West Des Moines Valley 3-0, but Valley a good team. And here comes Allie Hauser with the ball. Just send that off for Claire Schrage, touched out of bounds.
Surprised Hauser didn't take that herself a few more yards. It was on her right foot.
Looks like she had plenty of space there.
Yeah, she had lots of time and space in front of goal. Just take your chances.
Treynor making another one of their pretty frequent substitutions, as that's Ellie Kinsella returning to the game. Ball played in the middle for Hauser. That will just be pinball around, eventually claimed by Abby Lee.
Monahan trying to clear the ball across her body with her right foot. Should have been a left-footed clearance, but luckily Zoe Zadalis was there to clean up.
Maddie LaFleur getting down the field pretty well there, just unable to keep the header in bounds. Treynor been on the front foot quite a bit in the second half, much more than they were in the first half. Their only real attempt coming on the free kick that was eventually put in by Gabriella Blanchard.
Yeah, they've had more opportunities. On the far side in particular, on the right, which seems to be a trend with Treynor, as was in the first half. The free kick was scored from just outside the penalty area on the right-hand side. Tremendous strike from Blanchard.
Lewis gets it up there to Kinsella, but just quickly taken away. The Bishop Heelan defense dealing very well with this really deep attack. And now the ball played in for Claire Schrage, and she is on a run. Fires a shot in, just into the bottom corner. A great goal there from Claire Schrage to give Treynor the lead once again. A phenomenal through ball in that she was just able to take a few touches on, get into the box, and played a shot just into the bottom corner. Not much Abby Lee really could have done to get there. A perfectly placed shot from Claire Schrage.
Well, the reaction to picking up Claire Schrage, the what if the ball's lost space, there was no space protection. Claire Schrage, enough time and space to turn and run towards goal on the right hand side, had enough time and space as she entered into the penalty area, and there was nothing that Abby Lee could do with that strike, putting the Cardinals up by 2-1 again early here in the second half, still giving time for Bishop Heelan Crusaders to get back in this game. But again, it's dangerous, and how long can the Cardinals hold on to this lead for, which I expect they'll probably at some point change from a back 3 to maybe a back 4 or 5, but make it really compact, because we know what, as you can see, Treylon White coming back into the game after serving 5 minutes for a yellow card.
Big chance now here for Bishop Heelan to try to get back in. Treylon White replacing Mia White. Treynor also made several substitutions after that goal. Adeline Minahan returning to the game along with Kenner Eblin and Gabrielle Blanchard.
Josie Lewis is going to have work cut out now with Treylon White as she steps in and clears that ball. She has that edge about her. It's going to be that battle between the back 3 of Ava Kennedy, Josie Lewis, and Joachim, with Joda Dosh and Treylon White attacking them.
Claire Schrage, another great ball in. Kenner Eblin just unable to get foot on it, as that's taken away. Another phenomenal chance for Treynor in this second half.
Eblin up front there with the goal scorer on the far side. Quite a distance between the two forwards for the Cardinals. playing some 25, 30 yards apart.
This ball just being pinballed around the midfield a little bit. Vargas eventually wins possession back, and there's a deep ball sent in, intended for Treynor White. Get up there.
This is going to be a battle here. That looked like a foul, but not given.
Treynor White now on the right side. Sends in a cross, just cleared out of the box. Once again by Ava Kennedy.
Treynor that back.
Josie Lewis roughed up a little bit there on the challenge, which I think everyone here collectively thought that was a foul on Treynor White, but no call there.
I thought it was a foul, honestly, and Melly Phillips thought otherwise.
Treynor White does need to be careful with those kinds of challenges, already on a yellow. Can't really afford to give up a red here so late into this game in what would be just a terrible situation for Bishop Heelan to go down to 10 players already trailing by 1 goal.
Treynor White has an edge about her as well, so you see the battle there between Josie Lewis, and that's going to go on with 25 minutes to go.
The shot there
by Minahan.
Alan Minahan just falls to the foot of Abby Lee. That was pretty heavily carried by the wind. Shot from deep in the box. You can just see that as that ball intended for Maddie LaFleur, it just dies in the air into this wind for Bishop Heelan.
Cleaned up by Kelly Back, just passing it out to our near side here to Minahan. They need to do more of that, the Cardinals. Just keep the ball.
Ball sent in for Evelyn. Ball intended for Schrage, unable to reach her. Bishop Heelan been under a lot of pressure in this second half.
Ball just holding up on the air.
Though had a few chances to equalize, unable to put anything really on frame yet.
Well read there by Kennedy, just stepping in to win it, and picked up by Gabriella Blanchard.
Schrage now down the line, fighting against De Leon. Bishop Heelan will keep the ball.
Another handball.
Wesinius just commits that. Another one that looked unintentional, just bounced off of her knee up into her arm.
Lily Casson and pairing up there with Kelly Back as she goes into just try and clear the ball, coming off her shin, going out for a throw-in on the far side.
A good opportunity here for Bishop Heelan to find an equalizer. Just over 20 minutes left to play in this quarterfinal, the final quarterfinal of the day.
Courtney Murphy in her first season here at Treynor, bringing them to state for the second time only, and her first time at state. I like the underdog stories, Thomas, and obviously I have a lot of respect for what Heelan have done over the years, and makes this event really exciting. And
all just controlled by Brooklyn Stanley there in the middle, the lone goal scorer for the Crusaders. Ball played in for Reese Bleeker, just cleared away for another Heelan throw-in. 23 minutes left on the clock. They are still looking to find Treynor White in the middle and just get her that one opportunity that it feels like she needs. 35 goals on the season for White. Ball sent it to Dooch. Unable to just get it down, and that'll go out for another Treynor throw-in.
And there's pressure from Ava Kennedy again on Dausch, just making it really difficult. You look at Ava Kennedy, I mean, she's not your typical centre back and height-wise and that, but I tell you what, she's like a little bull terrier out there, just at you all the time and putting herself about. And
played her role really well today, as here comes Allie Hauser giving chase.
Good pressure from Hauser.
Gangler just able to hold on, and another foul there. It appeared to be on Allie Hauser, just got the arm around her a little bit. Be Claudia Laviera to take this. Touched up the field by Reese Bleeker.
Kennedy just doing enough there as Treynor White was lurking dangerously, but composure from Ava Kennedy, just clearing her lines out for a throw-in.
White hanging around on that left side, doing what she did in the first half, just looking to get the ball over there and cut into the middle and get a shot off. Josie Lewis with another clearance down the field. Find the feet of De Leon.
Josie Lewis seems to have shrugged off that challenge earlier from White. Another great challenge there from Kennedy. The question here, Thomas, is can the Cardinals hold on for another 21 minutes with the pressure?
And that's the thing is they've been doing much better than they were in the first half of getting the ball upfield and relieving some of that pressure on the defense.
Confidence.
So they have to keep doing that. They can't just invite the pressure from Heelan for the rest of the game.
I look at it as being brave and showing a little bit of courage here and tenacity. They were nervous in the first half, but you can see they built their way into the game, and I think they showed a little more respect in the first half.
Ball from Bleeker, a great look in, just curling around the right post for another Treynor goal kick. A massive opportunity there for Heelan to get back into this game with just 20 minutes left to play here.
Well, as it was in the first half, Bleeker and Stanley, but most of the attacks went for Bishop Heelan. And if they continue to do that, could be dangerous. I think if they get the ball into the wide areas and create through crosses and going around the Cardinals, but they just need to get the numbers in the penalty area to finish off. They're giving the ball away too much. I think there's a sense of panic as we see more substitutions coming in.
Will be number 16, Ellie Kinsella, returning to the game. Number 25, Lily Casson, and number 5, Claire Schragi, all returning for the Cardinals in that IMT substitution. Ball just sent down the line for Treynor. Immediately cleared by Heelan up to Bach.
Kelly Bach just sitting in front of Treynor White there. Needs more support in the midfield. They need to. She's just a little bit underloaded there. Did enough. But with Vargas and around her there, as well as Stanley. Stanley's a dangerous player.
She's just unable to control it, and it's been pretty consistent turnovers for Heelan in this half, just not stringing together the passes that they were in the first. That's played up to Treynor White. Josie Lewis really getting stuck in with a header there, despite the physical challenge earlier, showing some signs of being shaken up still.
I don't think Treynor White knew that Josie Lewis was just there off her right shoulder. As you see, she's trying to cut in, contained by 2 players as well. Casson.
White gets the ball in, unable to do anything.
Casson doing enough there just to throw her off.
Drawing the foul from Treynor White there. Appeared to be just when she went down. Casson now getting a talking to from Millie Phillips.
Oh, I think she's got a bit of blood.
Could be having to come off for this, and she will be replaced by Lainey Wasinius in the back.
Casson did actually very well there just to cover Jaden White's first defender come across the penalty area. And I did talk about cover on Treynor White, my apologies.
That ball played up by Bleeker, intended for Douch. Unable to get there. Just headed on the field by Hauser. Hauser giving chase. Lee with the clearance, it's off.
Looked like a handball there.
No call. Hauser still with it in front. We'll just play that wide. Was looking for Minahan to make the run, but she's nowhere in the area. And a great chance for Treynor there, just unable to capitalize.
Stanley riding through the tackles there.
That ball in, intended for Treynor White. See if she can win the race.
Douch
working against Josie Lewis. That ball played in for Douch, but she's just a little late on the run. As Adalis claims that once again. So close to the equalizer for Bishop Heelan there.
Ball played in initially for Jaden White.
Here's the ball. Treylon White now gives it off to Maddie LaFleur. Cross back in, unable to find anyone. It'll just go out of bounds for another Treynor goal kick. Bishop Heelan coming so close, but unable to put anything on the net right now.
The ball played in for Treylon White. And this is sometimes why I like to go into the wind. It just holds up at the right moment. She arrived into the space at the right time to receive the ball. And she's getting frustrated because no one's getting on the end of it. Although Douch did make the run into the penalty area. Wasn't enough on it. And there was Zoe Zadalis. But again, as this game goes on, how often can you contain her?
Hauser now breaking free for the Cardinals, will send the ball down the line to Kinsella. Kinsella on the end line, fires in a cross.
Goal.
And just headed in the net by number 20, Andon White. A wonderful cross and header, and potentially the dagger there from Treynor. Absolutely stellar there from Ellie Kinsella to get the ball down the line and get the ball right in to Andon White. Makes it a 3-1 Treynor lead with 16 minutes left to play.
2 goals in it, nothing to it, but I tell you what, great combination on our near touch line here with the overload. The ball played in there by Kinsella was absolutely pinpoint. Not quite like my pitch in golf, to the far post. White couldn't ask for anything better, just had to step in and head the ball home, putting the Cardinals 3-1 up after soaking up so much pressure here in this game. But 2 goals are nothing because it takes a spark of genius from Douch or White. Anybody in this team, you've got players like Brooklyn Stanley for Heelan Crusaders in the midfield that can create and make something happen. But again, you've got Josie Lewis at the back, who is the stalwart at this point.
Josie Lewis having a phenomenal game for Treynor as that ball's played in for Claire Stragi, just claimed by Abby Lee. Heelan will probably start getting a little desperate, bringing more pressure as Treylon White comes up to claim that. Back to Brooklyn Stanley, over to Vargas. That ball played in for Douch. Just unable to get around Zadalis, who is up there, makes a great claim on the ball.
Zadalis reading the flight of the ball really well and said, Douch, I'll take that one, thank you very much.
Maddie LaFleur gets the ball and now headed into the box. Just taps it back to Treylon White. LaFleur just sends it out, and it'll be just touched by Lily Yuckham. Go out for another corner kick.
Credit to Kelly back, coming across, doing her job in the midfield. I've noticed that throughout the match, how much space she's covered.
This Channel Seeds corner kick to be taken by Reese Bleeker. Here comes, could be the spark they need. Just
in the box, that looked dangerous.
Down in the box, that was, appears to be.
Is it Brooklyn Stanley? I think it is Brooklyn Stanley.
It is. The goal scorer for Heelan came flying in there, holding her head. That's never something you want to see in really any sport.
It's a great delivery into the box. Brave from Brooklyn Stanley, just going over the defender. And landing just... didn't quite land on her head, but twisting her neck.
To be in quite some pain there.
Going back to that goal there, the combination on our near side was with Kinsella, and I believe it was Blanchard, playing the ball out wide, eliminating the defender. I believe it was Amakaro for the Crusaders. But that cross was pinpoint. And on the far post, White didn't have to do much about it but nodded in. But hopefully this injury isn't too serious.
Millie Phillips just having a chat with Kylie Gengler here in the center of the field. Just under 14 minutes left to play for Bishop Heelan to get back in this game. Here's Brooklyn Stanley is back up and walking off the field.
It's very positive. She's on her feet, walking off. There's no doubt she would want to get back into the game, but the trainers need to check her out on the sideline as part of the protocol and concussion. But it's great to see her back up on her feet because Brooklyn Stanley, the goal scorer for Bishop Heelan, has had a fantastic game so far.
Treynor now making quite a few changes here.
Hugs all around on the sideline there for White.
The Morgan Brown returning to the Cardinal lineup. And it will be number 16, Ellie Delaney, coming into the lineup for the Crusaders, replacing Brooklyn Stanley. Be interesting to see what Millie Phillips does in terms of restarting play here.
I'm sure Stanley will be eager to get back in this game. The trainers will be checking her out on the sideline just to make sure she's okay.
That ball played up the field to Morgan Brown down the right sideline. Played in intended for Claire Schrage, but Heelan just able to clear there. Now controlled by Wasinius. Treynor now just trying to kill a little bit of clock. Less than 14 minutes left to play.
But you can see the Cardinals playing with a lot more confidence now as the game has progressed. Getting the second goal, then the third goal. They have a 2-goal lead with 13 minutes left here. Is it going to be enough? Are they going to look for that fourth goal?
That ball into Claire Schrage will find its way to from Morgan Brown.
I'm surprised Schrage didn't keep it as Brown.
Ball sent in for Hauser, just controlled by Lee. Offside flag is up, but Billy Phillips will just let it go.
I'm surprised Schrage didn't keep the ball there rather than lay off, but unselfish of her, looking for a teammate. On the edge of the penalty area, as you can see Josie Lewis just coming across and clearing it.
Just getting away. Treylon White was headed for that ball. Level up your game at Central College. More than half of Central students participate in intercollegiate athletics because Central allows you to pursue your passions and be more than a spectator. It's the best decision ever. Apply at central.edu.
Bishop Heelan need goals. They got 3 at the back marking one. No one in front of her. I'd probably push a few more players forward. As
Dowd
Cardinals
just fouled there. A really good position here for Heelan, similar to the position that Gabrielle Blanchard opened up the scoring early. Will be Claudia Laviera to take this for the Crusaders.
Interesting how deep the Cardinals are. 1 on each post defending.
Only 2 in the wall. Laviera sends that in.
Ava Kennedy
just will clear it out.
Referring back to the first half when she cleared one off the line, off the corner.
Laviera will just reset that back to Engler. Oh, Delaney just unable to keep that in. Ball sent up for Hauser.
I'm surprised the Cardinals are rushing the game at this point, not slowing down and walking to just managing the game, leading by 3-1 with coming up to 11 minutes left, and players are buzzing around. Just then was Brown running up to take the throw and maybe just slow it down, walk up, kill a bit of time.
Dowd fouled by Bach there. Another opportunity for Heelan to get one back and give them all the momentum. Played up to Treylon White, just gets a foot on it. Here comes Morgan Brown all the way in there.
Still in.
That ball will stay in. Played in by El Delaney. Just touched by Douch. Here comes Treylon White in the middle. Far off a shot. Get it to Douch. Douch just a touch, but it's right to the feet of Zoe Zadalis, who will just collect that. 10 minutes left to play. A great opportunity there for Bishop Heelan.
Treylon White striking the ball with a left foot. Not enough power, but Douch just trying to reconnect and deflect the ball the opposite way. But Zoe Zadalis in the right place, right time, positionally, just picking the ball up.
Ball played up. A foul here on Maddie LaFleur. Not something that Heelan wanted to give away with less than 10 minutes to play. This will allow Treynor to really take their time getting down the field.
So I'm looking at numbers here. Kelly Back should just step into the space, maybe get the ball at feet here from Lewis, but Lewis looking to drive the ball forward.
Here comes that ball. They'll find its way to Morgan Brown, who just plays it over the top. Great save there from Abby Lee to keep that from getting over her and being the fourth and
out of nowhere,
most likely decidedly goal had that gone in.
Abby Lee, fingertips to the ball. Looked like it was slightly going over her head, but from our angle here is a little bit different. Just wondering if a production team here could get us an elevated view for the next game.
Will be just held up by Treynor on the far sideline. Cleared out by Engler.
Bishop Heelan should take advantage of the gaps that are being created between the lines here from the Cardinals. From our view, just maybe a little bit out of your picture, but the back line are still sitting 15 yards inside their own half.
Just cleared away. Treynor now really just a lot of pressure on not allowing Bishop Heelan to get up the field. Ball sent in by Bleeker. Just tapped out of bounds by Kennedy now.
Ava Kennedy seems to be in the right place at the right time when needed by the Cardinals. Just keeping it simple.
Ball just out for another throw in. This ball now into Treylon White. Touched out of bounds by Casson.
Casson putting pressure on White, but look at
White cutting in the midfield. Oh, wonderful shot just off the outside of the post. A phenomenal shot there from Treylon White. Just unlucky that it wasn't a foot right, or else we'd be talking about a 3-2 game right now. Treylon White been very unlucky, played fairly well getting in and creating chances for Bishop Heelan, just unable to put anything on target yet.
Treylon White's probably wondering, is this going to be my day or not? She's come close. Most of her strikes have gone wide. She's delivered some really good crosses. Now she's hit the outside of the upright. Is the next one going to be the goal? And that's the question. But Josie Lewis, Ava Kennedy, and Joachim doing a fantastic job with Kelly back in front of them. And Cassan, who's also back into the fray here in the midfield. Just doing enough here to contain her. But is it going to be enough for the next 7 minutes of the match? A 2-goal difference is nothing, Thomas. And it takes 1 goal to...
Good to see Brooklyn Stanley returning to the game following that head injury.
Yeah, pleased to see that. I'm sure she was dying to get back into the match. And
that ball played in for Treylon White. Zadalis just comes out to clear that.
She's going to get a red card for this now. She's done. No, talking to. What are we going to get here? It was late, and she is done. That's going to be a red card.
That is a massive blow for Bishop Heelan. The red card to Treylon White.
Now down to 10 players.
That will be the likely conclusion of her junior season. Now down to 10 players here. Treynor just needs to hold on to the ball up 2 goals with 6:30 left to play in this game.
Well, she put her hands up. It was deliberate at the end of the day. And I tell you what, now down to 10 players. It's an uphill battle here, Thomas, with 6.5 minutes left of this 1A quarterfinal. But they have players like Douch, and they're going to have to commit someone from the back line, push players forward. All the Cardinals are going to do is sit in right now and look to counter-attack. Maybe get one of the players from the back, go into 2-back system, push players forward. They're going to have to take a risk.
Here comes Claire Schrage. Play the ball into Hauser. Abby Lee out to claim that. Lee with the punt, just hoping to get it forward. Try to get one back.
Kelly Back doing very well there.
Hallie Back giving some pressure to LaFleur. Ball played up to Dausch. Ball just unable to be kept in bounds. Kinsella now playing.
Solid tackle there from LaFleur. Again, venting frustration.
Abby Lee plays that up. Looking for LaFleur, but just taken away by Minahan. Minahan will just send that out of bounds for another Heelan throw-in. Just over 5 minutes left to play in this 1A quarterfinal. Ball sent deep up.
Looks like
for Brooklyn Stanley.
Stanley's moved up front, so they are going for it with Doubt. Gone 3 at the back from what I see, with the player down, playing with 10 players. Play on.
Morgan Brown just goes down, but it's play on. Now Brooklyn Stanley driving down the line. Gives it off to LaFleur. LaFleur looking to get it in. Cross from Stanley, just not enough on it. Really threatened. He played out. There's Caro now, sending it back into the mix. LaFriera, a great block there from the Cardinals. Look to be several players closing in around LaFriera.
There's Ava Kennedy again, just clearing the lines.
Hauser now with it will send it up to Brown, and a chance to take off a lot of clock here for Morgan Brown.
Corner flag would be the best option right now, just to kill a bit of time.
Brown commits the foul there on Caro. 4 minutes left to play. The final 1A quarterfinal of the day.
It's going to be a foul. Again, time killed here.
That will be the last we see of her in this game, unless Heelan are somehow able to push this to extra time.
As she got up from the tackle, she knew it and just started beelining towards the benches. This is going to be a matter of formality now, as we're under 4 minutes left, and the Cardinals have the upper hand here. They've kept the discipline. They haven't let emotions control. You got to control the controllables at the end of the day, and I think that's what's got to Bishop Heelan. You know, losing Treylon White is going to affect them, but she was showing her emotions, conceding a yellow card earlier on and serving of 5 minutes, and it's now gone around the whole team. As you can see, LaFleur now off for the yellow card, and credit to the Cardinals so far.
Cardinals played looking for Claire Schrage just to ice this game in the corner. Taken away by Bleeker. As Heelan gets up the field, it's up to Dausch. And there's
Josie Lewis
just sending it away once again. Treynor playing a very, very shallow back line.
You know, we can look at players like, you know, Claire Schrage and Ali Hauser up front, and that. I tell you what, I'm going to give a lot of credit to Lily Yoakum, Lewis, Kennedy, and Kelly Back. They've been absolutely tremendous today in containing the offensive onslaught from the Crusaders. They've done a fantastic job, and you know, if I was going to give a player of the game, it would go to any of those players for the job they've done today, especially on Treylon White and Dausch and Maddie LaFleur and Bleeker. And, you know, you look at Stanley, they've done a fantastic job. I don't want to talk too soon because it's only 3-1 and we've still got some time left here with under 3 minutes left of the match. But it's a matter of seeing it out, Thomas.
Yes, it absolutely is. And Cardinals making a few defensive-minded substitutions just now, including Blanchard coming back into this game. But Bishop Heelan really just haven't been able to find anything. They've definitely had their chances in this game.
Yeah, they've had an off day, and, they should have taken the chances in the first half. They could have been 3 or 4 up.
White just taking out Kali Bach there. Just over 2 minutes left in the game here. Josie Lewis will once again send it deep. Hauser just heading it down along into the corner to kill off some time. That ball played out. She's just taking her time now. Something that they probably should have been doing earlier to kill off this time. But the minute 45 left, it's hard to see Heelan getting 2 goals, but it's not impossible. I've seen crazier things happen in soccer. Here goes Kinsella with a shot. Great save there from Abby Lee.
Abby Lee did well, just to have to change direction there as Joachim comes in to chest down, manages to get that ball forward. No, it wasn't out. The whole ball has to go out. But again, Monahan with it. Kinsella with a lovely delivery. Most of the runs were on the far post, including the goal score of the third goal.
Just getting into Blanchard. Blanchard with a chance to add a second to her tally. Just kept out of the net by Abby Lee. Fumbled a little bit on it, but was able to get it back and keep it from crossing the line.
Well, the Cardinals are definitely lining up right now. Everyone wants to have a chance for a strike and get on the score sheet and add.
Blanchard loses her footing a little bit, but just able to keep it. There's Bach sending it in. Less than a minute now to play. This game almost certainly in the books.
Strong challenge from
there goes
Stanley.
Brooklyn Stanley just looking to give that last bit of hope to Heelan. Will drive the end line. Fired in, and it'll go out for another Channel Seeds corner kick with just 14 seconds left to play. This to be taken by Reese Bleeker. The clock just winding down as it's all over here in the 1A quarterfinals. Treynor upsets the third-seeded Bishop Heelan Crusaders with a phenomenal second half. Treynor wins 3-1. And just a great game, really, from the back line of the Cardinals. Josie Lewis had a phenomenal game, really containing Treylon White and causing some very visible frustrations out of White.
Yeah, look, credit to Treynor Cardinals. They deserved it on the day, defended well, led by, well, let's give Zoe Zadala some credit in goal. I thought she was fantastic as well, but led by Josie Lewis at the back with Ava Kennedy, didn't put a foot wrong. Lily Joachim, fantastic. I was really pleased with Callie Back, who played in front of them, got the challenges in, protected the back line. They contained Treylon White. I thought they did a fantastic job against her, eventually getting sent off. Her emotions got to her. But I was really pleased with the performance, the discipline of the Cardinals coming in here for the second time in the first year with the head coach. Absolutely fantastic. I'm looking to see more of them as this event moves on.
We will now toss it to the PA announcer for the trophy presentation.
And now we'd like to bring your attention to the center of the field, where trainers Josie Lewis will advance her team to the next round. Treynor fans, your team advances to the Class 1A semifinals, where they will face Denver on Thursday, 10:15.
We'll go ahead and take a quick break here. You've been watching the Iowa Girls High School Soccer State Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Athletic Union presented by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one
tournament on the Girls Athletic Union presented by Mid-American Energy. Thomas Campbell joined by Justin Vorster. And Justin, it was a very well-contested game here today between Treynor and Bishop Heelan. Treynor just getting the best of the Crusaders 3-1. What did you see throughout this game, especially from the Cardinals, that allowed them to grab the upset?
I think they were surprised at the onslaught that Crusaders presented to them right in the beginning. Did well defensively, going a goal up from a free kick from the one chance they actually got in the first half. And then with the goal coming back in, Mia White tying the game up, I believe, hang on, let's just clarify that actually Brooklyn Stanley with the Treynor White assist. Then I had a feeling, okay, is this going to be the Crusaders? But when the second half started and the way the Cardinals came out, I just had this feeling they were going to score, possibly win, but emotions played on the part of the Crusaders with Treynor getting sent off or actually serving a yellow card. And it just allowed the Cardinals to edge into the game. But, you know, like I said earlier, everything goes to the players that score goals, but you got that back line of Ava Kennedy, Lewis, Joachim, and Kelly back just sitting in front of them as the holding midfielder were absolutely fantastic. They showed tremendous tenacity, and I think they deserve to go through here on the day, and I'm really pleased for them. This is their second appearance, and you know they've come a long way, and the head coach Courtney Murphy in her first year, so no doubt Crusaders will be back next year. They will be. They have a lot of youth and depth within the organization, but I'm looking forward to seeing the Cardinals again at Thursday as we come back for that 1A matchup.
Yeah, it'll be exciting. Treynor making the state semifinals in just their second appearance here. They were here once in 2021 and now back in 2024, but a great job to get to the semifinals. On behalf of our color analyst, Justin Vorster, our producer, Justin Wolver, and all of us here in Des Moines, I'm Thomas Campbell, and thank you for watching our live coverage of the 2024 Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. The Girls Union